not adding every single food in on the very first day. I'm now at the point where I've pretty much added everything back in that I was eating, like, but I did it in phases as Dr. Rini recommended, and kind of monitored how it went. And I still have a good appetite, but I'm not weighing my food anymore. But I kind of, after 42 days, you kind of know what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've been lucky that I've been able to add everything back in, and I haven't had any issues with the hip pain coming back or anything like that. So that was the best thing for me. I was a little nervous as well with Alex, just like you. I was probably more nervous about the adding stuff back in, that all of a sudden I'd like just balloon up again. And I haven't. I've been able to maintain, and I'm cautious, but I also have been trying not to limit so much and see how everything is working for me, and see how the different foods react with how my body reacts to different foods. So
how is it when you add like the dairy back in and that kind of thing? Because I know I'm like, oh shit, I can't wait to have a piece of cheese.
Yeah, don't do it. If you're on losing, just don't. It's not worth it, because you're working so hard. I don't think I added dairy back, Dr. Rini, until like about 2 weeks ago, maybe. It was pretty late. It was at least a month after I went into maintenance. And I added a little bit of cream at first, and then I added a little bit of cheese and salt, to monitor it. Then I'd go a day or two without it, and then I'd add a little bit more. And now I actually have been eating cottage cheese for my breakfast. We did that and switched that up because I was kind of sick of eating meat. But the dairy was a big change, and I was very excited that I did not have any reactions to it. I thought I might. I do have lactose intolerance within my family, so.
Yeah, wow, that's great. Well, and you have been sticking more to the things like cottage cheese, and rather than going with straight milk, so it's a little easier to digest and process. And yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. And if, let's say that you have a lot of stress in your life and all these things come up, and then you feel like, oh, I'm starting to feel some of that hip pain and things are starting to change, you can always back off of it. It's nice. You can kind of just, now you really know how your body works.
Yep. And that was a big thing, because after the weekend, I did have straight milk, and I did have ice cream over the weekend, and it was amazingly delicious. Didn't have any reactions. Wow. But now I'm trying to go clean again, like these few days. So, yeah.
Like my office manager, she eats really clean throughout the week, and then allows herself a little break on the weekend, and then goes right back to sticking to it. That way, the majority of the time is, the body is not really having to fight too hard to process and detoxify. But you're doing great. That's wonderful. That makes me so happy.
Me too.
That's great feedback too, because you really were able to explain kind of how you slowly incorporated things back in one at a time to make sure that it didn't react with you.
Yeah. I just recently started beans. I think I had beans this past weekend. They were something I've been missing, and got a little gassy on those at first, but I think that I didn't have any other bad reactions, so I was very excited about that.
Yeah. Hey, it gives you a new tool to clear a room. You never know.
Yeah. So where are you at, Alex, on your program?
I am on day 10, and it's been a really cool journey. I am down to 222.4 as of this morning. So I still have to enter it into the app, but so I've been losing about 1.5 pounds a day. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of like, I don't know, when you're losing that 1.5 pounds every single day, and all of a sudden, like, even though you're still losing, it's not as much as you were. You kind of go like, damn, what did I do wrong? And
Yeah.
I literally measured, I met like the scale will hit 4.05, which my wife's like, don't worry about that. I'm like, I got to make sure it's 4.0 exactly. The part I'm struggling with the most, honestly, is, I'm a VP of a company, and a lot of times, you get caught up in a meeting, or, you have people saying, hey, let's go out to lunch and that kind of thing. And really food, I didn't realize how much food was kind of a common tool for me to kind of share in meetings and even in friendships, right? So, so what we've been doing, I'm fortunate enough to have a really amazing wife. I found my unicorn. And so what she's been able to do is help me kind of stay on track. And so, we've been having people over to the house more, right? And so, I'm able to make my meal, and we're still able to do those things. I found that it's better for me to eat before everybody else eats, because then I'm full, and even though they're eating some amazing pizza or whatever it might be, I don't have to I don't have to smell it and still feel hungry. So the other thing is, I feel like I'm drinking too much water. I'm drinking water like constantly, and Dr. Rainey said it's not too healthy if you go over that 140. So I feel like I'm compensating a lot with water.
So is that to kind of fill your appetite up?
Yeah, I think so. I don't, I'm also an ex-smoker, so I don't know if it's like, kind of using water to almost like try to suppress my appetite and my like smoking. I don't know. It's it's interesting to start to realize all the bad habits you have.
So what are you drinking the water out of? Are you drinking out of like a container with like one of these lids on it?
Yeah. I have a Contigo. It's got 24 ounces, and I got to fill that up 6 times, and I'm off and running.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I thought I drank a lot of water. I did 32 ounces, 24 ounces. I got 5 of those. Or more sometimes when I work out. But
I do 1 64-ounce container, and then two liters. 2-liter containers.
I feel like a 64-ounce would just be overwhelming. Like, I'd look at it and be like, no way.
Well, it's funny you say that. I found the same thing to be true, actually. I had one of these and a smaller one. I think it was 84 ounces or 72. And that was great. It was perfect for me. I would end up drinking the whole thing and then add a little bit more. But then I cracked the bottom of it. So I got a new one, but it's like, 128 ounces. And this thing, it's just so big. Can't really take
it. So big.
And it is almost overwhelming when you look at it. You start to drink it, you're like, I didn't even make a dent in this thing. So I do kind of recommend having a smaller one. You can take it with you.
I like a smaller one.
Yeah. But
how are you guys dealing with the caffeine? I don't know if you guys are coffee drinkers or what have you. So yesterday I was really tired midday, and so I kind of had an extra cup of coffee. So I don't know if that created a problem with my pound and a half. I know it's allowed, but it was the only thing I changed yesterday. So Dr. Yu, can you tell how much further I went down? I don't even know what I was the day before.
Did you say you gained from yesterday?
No, I did not gain. I lost. It didn't lose what I'm used to, my pound and a half.
Well, you will see the weight loss slow down a little bit. You're going to see, like, on average about a half a pound, and you've been losing a lot of weight. You've done really well. So let's see. I didn't see what today's number was, but
I'm putting in right now. So
I have to go, everyone. Have a good day.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Mary.
Yeah, it's nice talking to you guys. Best of luck to you all. And I'll be back in another time.
Oh, it is 8:15. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
But I have to go. I have to work.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Yeah. Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of have to get back to work as well. So are there any other questions, Alex, that you had for the maintenance side?
I have a bunch, but we can cover it some other time. It's really cool that you joined. Thanks for joining, because I can't tell you how helpful it is to talk to other people. Dr. Ian's amazing, but it's cool to talk to people who are like in it right now, you know? So thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Well, good luck. Keep it up. Don't cheat. You're just cheating yourself, and that's no good. So it's tough. Sometimes it's really tough, but you got this.
Good advice.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Bye.
Happy Easter.
Good to see you, Dr. Rainey.
You too. So Alex, yeah, the caffeine, it's not a problem. It's just if you have it in the afternoon, it depends. Everybody's different. Some people can clear the caffeine more effectively than others. But if I have caffeine in the afternoon, I know I can just look at my sleep quality. It's never as good. But it does give you a little kick in the afternoon. And I think you're going to notice that in the next week or two, you're going to start having a lot more energy in the afternoon. But right now, you know, that losing phase, you know, if you are in a calorie deficit, you might want to increase your protein to 5 ounces. If you see the scale stop going down.
Actually, I think I don't know how to do math. I went from 223.8 to 222.4. So I'm still.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Over a pound a day. Yeah. That's fabulous.
Awesome.
Good. All right. Well, we will, if you have any questions, shoot me a message and we'll jump back on Monday, 8 a.m. And
awesome.
We'll keep doing these daily calls. These are great.
Yeah, it was great to have people on. So, and like I said, I still have a million questions. So it was awesome. Thanks.
All right. I'll talk to you soon, Alex. Bye.